What are the elements of a strategy? What kinds of thoughts do you bear in your head when you develop and pursue a strategy? Strategies consist of assumptions, options, evaluations, and decisions, for example. But if you take a closer look, you will recognize that an intelligent, motivating, and future-robust strategy consists of a larger set of different kinds of thoughts. In the video on the 5 futures glasses, you learned about the 5 kinds of futures. But what are the results when you use those 5 futures glasses to develop your strategy? This video is about the second part of the ELTVILLE model, the result model. It has proved to be useful in hundreds of projects and thousands of organizations. Let's first look at the outside-in elements of your strategy. The first element are the future factors. They are the causes and the drivers of change. Like growth of the global human population as a driver of change. Increasing efficiency of solar cells and batteries is a driver of change. These are largely objective developments that work as primary causes of trends, like the growing share of renewable energy. Trends are directed developments of change. Technological change, like the growing number of robots or 3D printers. Social change, like increasing nationalism, but in the long run, the increasing number and share of democratically governed countries. Biospheric change, like the long-term increase of the average global temperatures. The next element are projections. Projections are subjective statements on future conditions of a certain object of observation. In 2050, there will be 9.5 billion people on Earth. 2025, a computer and no longer the human brain will be the most complex system in the known universe. 10 years from now, Asian companies will sell world-class business software on lowest prices. Scenarios are groups of projections. They describe a complex picture of a possible future. They usually come as a set of several scenarios. Did you see our video on the 6 scenarios on the future of the Trump presidency? The 6 scenarios are 6 plausible pictures of possible courses and ends of the Trump presidency. Other scenarios may describe possible futures of the market for house cleaning in the light of cleaning robots, or how we might eat in the future when meat can be printed or grown in vitro instead of killing animals. Future factors, trends, projections, and scenarios are phenomena of the outside world. They are external. They are other people's knowledge. Although they are mental constructs, you can observe and discuss them pretty objectively. And you can virtually buy them, be it as expert statements or in the form of published research. But the next element of your strategy you can't buy, because they are interpretations of what is going on in the outside world. The next elements are subjective. It is you who says how likely, how dangerous, attractive, or doable something is. They evolve unconsciously or are developed consciously in your head and in the heads of your team. The blue elements of your strategy. Through the blue futures glasses, you are looking at future developments which you think are likely or not likely. The core question is, what is coming? What will come, stay, and go? Future assumptions are statements like, by 2030, artificial intelligence and robots will have taken away half of the jobs of humans. It could also be your future assumption to believe exactly the opposite, that this will not happen. Future assumptions are beliefs, are your beliefs and convictions about how likely a projection or a scenario is. When you don't know what the future holds, which is virtually always the case, then you need to make assumptions about the future. Each of your strategic decisions is based on those assumptions about the future. And in most cases, you're even unaware of them. Your future assumptions are often only revealed through your actions. Probability here is a subjective assessment. It is not about statistics, but rather about perception and largely about emotion. When the assumptions are wrong, then the decisions are bad and dangerous. As soon as you improve your future assumptions, your strategy will be more future robust. And now, the red elements of your strategy. With the red futures glasses, you're looking at possible future events and developments you do not expect to happen. The core question is, what could surprise us? Potential surprises are statements like, if all car manufacturers begin to use nanotechnological paints with lotus effects, then the car wash business would be destroyed quickly. Or, a digital September 11 could bring the entire world economy to a halt for days or even weeks. Surprises are potential events and developments that you either don't recognize as possible or that you assume to be very unlikely. Why care about potential surprises? Because they can be detrimental and disrupting for your business. In our daily routine, we tend to neglect possible surprises. This is one of the major reasons why even the largest companies like Nokia and Kodak fail. The goal is to be less surprised and to be better prepared for surprises. It is about making your vision and strategy robust against inevitable surprise, about securing the existence of your company. The green elements of your strategy. With the green futures glasses, you look at the possibilities and options to shape your future. The core questions are, what will we live on tomorrow? How can we create a better future? Opportunities are statements like, we could move our business to Berlin or Madrid to become an employer more attractive for young talents. Or we could develop and market an assortment of food products made of printed meat. Opportunities are meaningful options for action. Whereas assumptions and surprises are about the environment that you virtually cannot change, your opportunities are about how you can create and shape your future. Opportunities are to expand your potential for success. In the chess game as well as in life, the more options for action you have, the more likely you will survive and be successful. If you make good decisions. Opportunities are the raw material of which you build your mission, your vision, and your strategy. The yellow elements of your strategy. Through the yellow futures glasses, you look at the desired future, the future that you want to make come true. The core question is, where are we leading to? What kind of future do we want for ourselves? With the 7 elements of the yellow futures glasses, you make existential decisions about your strategic direction. This is the normative part. First are your beliefs. A phone needs to have a physical keyboard. People don't want to sleep at other people's home they don't know. Everybody wants to own a car. I guess you know what cases I'm talking about. Beliefs are motives, values, concerns and dogmas held by the owners or leaders of an organization. Your beliefs stem from the past. For them to be suitable for the future, they need to be questioned, they need to be examined, they need to be restated if necessary. Your mission is a statement like the one of Recaro. We fascinate our customers with pioneering solutions for better seating. Your mission is the promised effect that your company delivers to your customers, how you improve their lives. No other statement in your strategy is more important than the one through which you clearly define the purpose of your company, what you do and what you don't do. This is your mission. Your culture. A guideline in your organizational culture could be as follows. Dear employee, you have the right to spend at least 70% of your time working with joy, in the flow. Up to 30% of crap you need to accept because everybody does. This is a real guideline at Future Management Group, by the way. Culture is a set of guidelines on values, attitudes, behaviors, according to which a community is living and working together. Culture is the entirety of all habits and preferences of your team, and they are extremely hard to change. If, for example, everybody is used to hierarchy, to orders, to obedience, then your culture is not fit for the future. Your positioning. A positioning makes your business unique. Apple's iPhone is positioned as the most upscale smartphone. And it is not about gigabyte and megapixel, it is supposed to just work great. IKEA focuses on those people who are willing to trade their time they need to put together the furniture for saving money. Barema, a large German family business, they position themselves as the sunlight managers among the manufacturers of sunshades. A positioning consists of guidelines for a unique differentiating definition of your identity in the context of your mission. The mission is about the purpose, whereas your positioning describes how you fulfill the purpose in a unique way. Both elements of your strategy are pivotal decisions that pin you down in the long run. A vision. Amazon's vision is to be the most customer-centric company on earth. Nike's vision is to be the #1 athletic company in the world. Your vision is the concrete picture of a fascinating, a jointly desired and feasible future of your company. These are the 3 pivotal elements of your strategic direction. The mission provides the purpose, the positioning, the uniqueness, and the vision determines the direction for your business and your organization. A goal sounds like this. By the end of this year, we want to launch the next generation of our machine. Goals are desired conditions of certain fields of action. Goals make your journey to your vision clearer, more concrete, and measurable. Goals describe stages. Goals describe points of focus on your way to your vision. Goals are the linking elements between your vision and the here and now. Your business model. Business models consist of such statements like, with Google, we generate our revenue not through the payments by our users, but through the money we get for ads and clicks. Uber, we don't buy the cars we provide for rides, we rather have the drivers use their cars. Apple, we don't produce iPhones ourselves. We specify the products exactly and let others do the manufacturing job. A business model is a set of guidelines about how a business delivers the products and services to provide the promised effects and how profit is generated thereby. The business model is the machine built to run the business excellently, the business you defined with your mission, positioning, and vision. Your business model should fit exactly to your strategy, and it should be designed in a way that makes it very hard to copy. And finally, the violet elements of your strategy. Through the violet or purple futures glasses, you look at what you plan to do on the journey to your vision. The core question is, what are the next steps? How can we now act future intelligently? Here's where you connect the vision and the strategy to your daily business. The violet elements of your future strategy are processes. Processes form your value chain and the routines to deliver your products and services and to achieve your goals, like the processes for producing e-bikes. Projects are one-time activities to re-engineer or improve your processes and to achieve your goals, like a project with which you develop a new software for energy management in your e-bikes. Capability is everything that your organization needs to be able to do to perform well in executing processes and projects. What is your organization supposed to be capable of? What is each individual supposed to be capable of? The resources, they are the means that you need to execute processes and projects, like machines, software, material, buildings, money. And some people would also say that people are kind of a resource, even if resource is actually not a good term to describe people. With the ELTVILLE model, you can keep the thoughts about the future in your head in order. With the ELTVILLE model, you have a consistent semantic system of concepts, of terms, with which you can develop, describe, and document your strategy. Use the ELTVILLE model as an innovative and at the same time solid structure for your strategy. Have a bright future.